Hi, welcome. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am doing a very chatty get ready with me slash like, hi, I'm back, I think. So before we jump in, I'm going to be using mostly Glossier products today. There's just been a lot of Glossier products I've tried out recently that I've been like, perfect, fits my lifestyle right at this moment, and so I wanted to share. But also, yeah, I haven't filmed the video in like 2 months. It's been crazy. I don't know. I felt like I needed a break. Last year, 2020, I felt like I kept trying to like take little breaks in YouTube, but also like jump back on and do stuff. And it never felt like I actually had a break. Like I felt like I was trying to like pre-record stuff and then get things edited later. And so it wasn't intentional. It just kind of turned out that I had a little bit of a break for almost 2 months, for the last almost 2 months. And it's been good. It's been very cold. I live in Minneapolis and it has been freezing recently. And it's starting to get warmer again, and so I'm feeling a little bit more motivated to like do things again. And so I thought this morning, it was my day off and I'm kind of stuck at home. It snowed. I don't have a car right now, and so I was like, you know what? I think it's the perfect opportunity. I'm just gonna film a video. I'm gonna use some of these products that I've been like wanting to talk about and haven't, because I don't know where else to like tell people, because who do I see right now besides like people at work, and making coffee and telling people about Glossier might be a little weird, but who knows. I haven't done any of my skincare yet. Like I went on a run this morning in the snow, which I've also been running. I think I'm signing up for a half marathon in May. I'm a little nervous. I know I can do it. I'm nervous more so about the fact that it's gonna be canceled, but even if it's not canceled, I'm still gonna do it. Also, hi, I think I'm like crooked. Can I fix this? I think it's better. Anyways, I went on a run this morning, came back home, kind of like took a shower kind of thing, and painted my nails because I felt like I needed to like get my life together a little bit. And now I'm gonna get ready with us. So I'm starting with my skincare. This is something I've been using for a little while now, and I think I've actually talked about this like right before I went on my hiatus, but this is wonderful. This is from Bliss. I have had really good luck with Bliss skincare stuff. This is the Clear Genius Clarifying Toner and Serum. It is a super interesting product because it is like a toner, but it's also like a serum. And so I just use my hands with it. You can totally use like a cotton round or whatever. I just use my hands, do a little pump. It's kind of like a jelly consistency. I really enjoy it because it has like, it says it has BHA, witch hazel, niacinamide, zinc, and Cica, C-I-C-A, I think that's Cica. But I've been really enjoying niacinamide in my skincare, especially in the mornings. I feel like it just adds a little something extra. And so this is something I've been using recently. Not Glossier, but very useful. I also have gone a lot of days without wearing makeup, which is also another reason why I felt like I couldn't make videos anymore, because I feel slightly like when I do a video I need to be wearing makeup, and I just honestly have not been like at all. Like I'll put something through my brows and throw on some mascara, and then that's literally it. And I'm okay with that. This is a product I've had for like a year at this point, and I don't know why I've never really talked about it, is what I'm trying to get at. It's from Glossier. It's the Bubble Wrap Eye and Lip Plumping Cream. I don't like using this on my lips because it feels weird to put like a cream on your lips. It just feels awkward, but I love it for my eyes. It provides like just the most perfect, like it like fills in your lines. I haven't noticed any like long lasting effects, but when you use it, it's like an immediate little like depuffer. It just makes things like so smooth. Oh, it's so great. was also watching a video earlier where someone put eye cream, like they put their eye cream on and then they put it down here, like whatever was left on their fingers. So I'm gonna start doing that. That seems normal. I think the only thing I'd be afraid of is it breaks me out, but I guess we'll find out. For moisturizer, I'm using this Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer with SPF 47. It's just like a nice moisturizer with SPF. Well, I guess I do spend time outside because I've been running a lot. So I have been wearing SPF like every day recently, which I feel like is good. This moisturizer, I really like the effect that it gives my skin. Like it adds like a really nice dewiness, but when you first put it on, it definitely has like a white cast, and I'm quite pale. So if you were like anywhere darker than me, I mean, I guess that's pretty standard with SPF, which is unfortunate. But it does, I feel like once I like fully rub it in, it kind of like sinks in, it goes away a little bit, but it's definitely still there. I definitely need to let this moisturizer sink in a little bit and kind of set, especially this moisturizer combo with the Bliss stuff. If I don't let it, like, if I don't give it enough time between layering things, I definitely get like a lot of pilling, and I think it's just that combo. I've noticed if I use this without the Bliss stuff, it's fine, or if I use the Bliss with another moisturizer, it's fine. But this combo together, I just get some like pilling with my next step. So I'm gonna give it a second. I am gonna put on a lip balm, which I'm using the Glossier Balm.com. This is the birthday one, birthdaybalm.com. I like this one because it just adds like a little bit of like a sparkliness to your lips, you know, a little shine. I also have the mint one, which I got the mint one recently and I really like that one. There's no tint to it, but it just has like really nice mint scent. And then I had the rose one. I don't remember, I might have decluttered it recently actually, because the scent was a little too much for me. It had like a very slight pink tint, which was cute, but the scent I had a really hard time with. The birthday one is my favorite though, it's cute. Now this is the product that I have been loving, and I did not think I was gonna like this. I thought this was not gonna be good for my skin at all. It's the Glossier Futuredew. It's an oil hybrid serum. Oil serum hybrid. This leaves your skin looking beautiful. Like it adds this glow to your skin that is just stunning. This is what made me not wear makeup. Like, it's so good. It says on the directions to use 2 pumps. I use like barely 1 pump. I feel like I get plenty with that. But it's super pretty. It kind of has this like opalescence color to it. I didn't think this was going to be good for my skin because I have oily, acne prone skin. And so when I saw this, it was like, oh, that's probably not going to be good. I read lots of reviews and it looked like people loved it, and I was like, I don't think so. And so I made a Glossier order during the Black Friday weekend when they do like 20% off everything. And I didn't order that, but I ordered like a few other things, and they sent this as a sample. I think I chose it. I honestly don't even remember, but I got it as a sample and didn't try it for like weeks because I was like, this isn't gonna work for me. And then I tried it, and like day 1 was like addicted. Like I just used a tiny bit a day because it came in this little tiny like packet, and I think I ordered it like my second day of using it and was like, this little packet has to get me through until I can get the full size. And it's just so beautiful. I haven't noticed it break me out at all. My breakouts are not from this. I would have breakouts either way. But it honestly, it makes your skin look alive and like glowy and dewy. And it honestly, it like adds this almost like slightly perfected look. Like it almost acts like a primer maybe, but it just makes your skin look a little bit better. and I can't get enough of it. It looks so good. It is quite oily though, like it definitely has a slip to it. So I let it sit if I'm gonna layer anything on top of it, which I normally at this point would just stop here and then do like my brows and my mascara, and I'm throwing on a mask for the day and I'm good. But for today, I'm gonna give you my amped up version, which whatever that really means right now is not a ton. But I'm gonna be using the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I love this. I think I've had this twice now, and it honestly lasts such a long time in the pot. Like, it doesn't seem like you get a lot of product, but it's a lot of product and it lasts a really long time. I have it in the shade G11, which I don't think is the lightest shade, but I think it's definitely towards the lighter end. It's just such a great concealer. Like, I didn't think this was gonna have enough coverage for me back in the day when I first ordered it and was like really more into full coverage. I was like, this isn't gonna be anything, it's gonna suck. But it's great. I'm going with my fingers right now. I mean, it's probably not the best. And like, if I'm feeling fancy, I'll use a brush. But recently, I've just been going in with my fingers. Sue me. And the great thing about this is that it does not dry down like when you put it on. So you can really just like take your time, go over the spots you want to cover, and then come back and blend it in. And so for the look today, I'm definitely not going for like a full coverage look by any means. I'm not wanting to like cover everything up. I'm just kind of wanting to like touch on some imperfections, add a little bit of like color to my skin, make me not look so flat. And then like, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't think I'm gonna add anything to my forehead. I feel like my forehead is like my least problematic area. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna touch a little bit around my eyes, which my eyes used to be a spot where I was like, I could never not wear concealer around my eyes. If there's like a little bit of like blue tone, I can't have that. Now I'm like, who cares? Who cares about anything anymore? And I just move on with my life, you know? And so I'm just gonna blend this in, again, with my finger, same finger I used to apply it. And it just adds like this beautiful coverage without being too much. It blends so great into the skin. It looks like skin still. It doesn't get like cakey. It doesn't look weird on the skin. It just looks so good. I do also really enjoy the Glossier Skin Tint. That adds just a touch more coverage than like what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't even say coverage. I would say like it just adds a tint, exactly what it's called. It just adds like this subtle tint to your skin that makes it look maybe a little bit more pulled together. But again, I feel like when I'm wearing a mask all day, I just don't care. There's definitely been a few days recently. I've actually been more into makeup over the last like 2 weeks than I have been for probably the last 2 months. I think I keep seeing my makeup and I'm like, I want to play. Like I miss doing my makeup. I honestly don't miss the process of doing my makeup. Well, I mean, I love the process of doing makeup. I enjoy not spending an hour getting ready. You know, like I enjoy being able to wake up and get going a lot faster than I used to. That's a perk. I'm gonna add a touch more like right here on the tops of my cheeks. I feel like I'm just a little red there this morning. And take the excess right through the front of my brows. See, you can see where I've been breaking out, which is in the mask region, which is so annoying. But we're all there right now, you know? And then for blush, doing a Glossier. I think I'm gonna apply this with a brush today. I kind of go back and forth between a brush and like a sponge, but I think I'm gonna do a brush today. Using this e.l.f. stipple brush. This is like one of their clear brushes. And the Glossier cloud paint I have is in the shade Dusk. It's like this really pretty kind of nude pink color. The tiniest bit of this goes such a long way, so I'm literally gonna put like a dot on my hand, and that's gonna be all I need. I like to apply this with my finger first, just like a little application first, and then go in with the brush to blend it in. It's kind of funny, I feel like it looks a little strange on my skin, like when I first apply it, but once you blend it in, it definitely looks a lot better. So I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit. And take whatever's left on my hand and just kind of tap in, which there's pretty much nothing left, and just go over the same spots. Again, I'm like really not looking for like a full-on blush look. I just want to add a touch of color, a little bit of life to my skin, taking whatever's left and just kind of running it everywhere. And that's it for the face. If I'm feeling like even more fancy, and I mean, I've actually done like a full face of makeup recently for Valentine's Day. I actually did like foundation and concealer. I actually haven't really been using powder at all, but like blush, bronzer. But if I'm wanting a little bit more of a glow, which I mean, I definitely have a lot of glow going on, and as I go throughout the day, I get more glowy. But I will take like my Cover FX illuminating setting spray, beauty blender, and like, or not beauty blender because I don't have one of those, but like a sponge, and tap it around like where I would put highlight, and that's a beautiful look as well. But I'm gonna leave that for today. Now moving to eyes, I did pick up a few eye things from Glossier recently. I got two of their liquid shadows. This one is the Skywash in the shade Pebble, which is like a matte liquid shadow. And then I got the Lid Star in the shade Herb, which is one of their like shimmery liquid shadows. This is beautiful. I love this. It is very sheer, but this color can be a little bit dark for my eyes, like especially if I'm not really doing anything else. So I'm gonna skip this one today, but I'm gonna go with the matte one, which this color is like almost the same color as like my eyelids. And so it's very subtle, but it's really pretty. I'm just making sure I don't have any excess anything on my eyelids. And then I pretty much just like paint it on my lids. It's a very sheer wash of color, but it's just really pretty. Kind of like taking it into the crease a little bit. Right into the inner corner. And then I'll just like tap out the edges to make sure that it blends, but like it's such a sheer wash of color that you don't really even notice it, but it's like just a little bit. And then whatever's left on the doe foot, I'm gonna run along my lower lash line. So I think one of the other reasons why I haven't filmed a YouTube video recently is because I haven't, I mean, not that I ever felt like a makeup guru by any means. Like, my makeup has always been simple. I love makeup and I enjoy talking about makeup, and I enjoy talking about products and skincare, which I've always loved doing. But I felt like I just, like, since I wasn't wearing makeup, not only did I not really want to like get on camera, but I just didn't feel like I had anything to bring to the table, kind of. Like, and that could just be like a self-conscious thing of my own, but I wasn't feeling it. So I've been trying to think of like other things to talk about on YouTube. I mean, I've definitely talked about so many different things in the past years, whether it's thrifting or bullet journaling, planning, whatever. And so I've just been trying to think of like other things I want to talk about. So if you have anything that you would like me to talk about or do, leave them down below because I would love to hear from you. But that's gonna do it for the eye products. or like our eyeshadow look. I'm gonna do some brows here. And for my brow pencil, I'm actually using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. I actually really enjoy this brow pencil. I used to really like the like $2 white e.l.f. brow pencil. I don't remember what that one's called, but I like this one even better, which is funny because I don't usually like a really fine tipped brow product. I feel like it just gets too complicated and like too hard, but this one's really easy to use. It's got a little bit of like a slip to it. I enjoy the spoolie on here. And I haven't had I think Glossier makes the brow pen, which I'm like semi interested in, but also really not. I enjoy their Boy Brow, which I have, but the pen I'm not super into. And so I've just been sticking with pencil. And this is a great one to get at the drugstore. I think it's like, it might be like $4 or $5. I honestly don't remember. What has your routine been like recently? I feel like I have been so hopeful that we are kind of like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel on this like COVID thing. I know we're like so far off. I live in Minnesota and a huge chunk of the population has been vaccinated now, which is really cool. I know a lot of people who have been vaccinated, who their family's been vaccinated. And so I feel like we're like getting there, and like in Minnesota specifically, we've had a lot of restrictions kind of lifted recently. I mean, you can go into a restaurant essentially, like you can sit down at a table and eat dinner, but other than that, I mean, you still have to wear a mask to be in public. It's, you know, standard things, but I feel like we're getting towards the end of this, and honestly my routine of like makeup has not been sloppier ever or like less. It has never been as minimal as it is now. And I feel like at the beginning I was very much still wearing like a full face of makeup and was like packing on the foundation. I mean, not that I've ever really done like a ton of makeup, but I just felt like I wanted to like keep that aspect of my life under control maybe, but then it just has been like lifting little by little over the last probably 6 months, to where like the last 2 months I've been like makeup free for the most part. Like it's like a stretch if I do like this kind of a look like once a week, you know? And so what's yours been like? Do you feel like you've been like loosening your makeup routine? Do you feel like you've been getting more into skincare? Are you kind of the same as you've always been? Maybe you didn't really wear makeup before in general. I was definitely the person that was like, I wear a full face of makeup no matter what. Like I could be doing nothing throughout the day and just like happen to maybe go outside like once and I still feel like I need to wear makeup. And that has definitely changed, which has been freeing. But also, like I said earlier, I do kind of miss makeup sometimes, and so it's fun to play still. I miss that aspect of it. And so I don't know. I don't know where that leaves me in my everyday life as far as like what do I want to put time into, but it's something I miss. It does not normally take me this long to do my brows. I think it's talking too much. I do really enjoy this brow pencil. Great pencil. And like I feel like for the quality and ease, great price. I will finish that off with the Glossier Boy Brow. I haven't used this yet. Well, I've had it in the past, but like this one is a new one. When I bought the Futuredew from Glossier, I bought it in a set with this, the Boy Brow, the Lash Slick, and their Milky Jelly Cleanser. Because I'm always so tempted by their sets. I feel like I can't buy something without buying one of their sets on their website, and so I was drawn in. But I have used this in the past, and I do really enjoy it. Great brow product. I feel like it was, like, back in the day, you either had this or the, like, Benefit Gimme Brow. Is that what it was called? Like, these were, like, the leaders of the pack, and now everyone makes, like, a brow product like this. This is a great one. I have this in blonde, by the way. I don't think I said that. And then finishing it off with the Lash Slick. Again, this is the first time I'm using this one. I have had this in the past. I really enjoy this mascara. If I remember correctly, I don't like it when you first open it. Like, it's a little too liquidy then, so we'll see. From what I do remember though, you do have to layer this and you kind of have to work quickly, like one eye at a time. So I'm just gonna do 2 coats on each eye and we'll call it there. Yeah, I remember. I like this mascara. It's like really defined, but like wispy still. Really pretty. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the birthdaybalm.com on just to gloss up the lips a little bit. Lip products have definitely taken a back seat recently. Cute. But this is like my go-to makeup look. If I'm wanting to like actually wear makeup, this is kind of what I go to. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was like maybe a little bit informative on some Glossier stuff. I love it all. I feel like back in the day when they first rolled out, I wasn't super into it, and then I ordered like my first order and was like, okay, I kind of get this. And now that I've tried a lot of their products, I definitely have some things that I love and some things that maybe aren't necessarily my favorite. But I hope this was informative. But again, if you would like to hear something specific from me, a certain kind of content or whatever, leave it down below. I would love to hear from you. Also, just wanted to mention, I'm gonna try and... I filmed the video back at the beginning of January. That was like my Project Pan finale for the end of 2020. And I just never edited it. Like, I filmed it and then it just sat and like I could not get myself to edit it. And so I'm gonna try and put that up as like my next video. So it's dated. It is quite old, but I hope it's still interesting. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around, and I'm hoping to be around more. But that is it. Have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye.